Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. PA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. He'll hand it off. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a 3rd down on the opening drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They always seem to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the deep ball is broken up. What a play by that DB.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Running out of time in the pocket. Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Looking to throw in the opening snap of this playoff game. Catch made on the left side. We'll get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Tigers, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
But it's just a matter of time until this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Now to try here for the extra point. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Out there to start a new drive from the 21. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, the swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's hit low as he throws it, incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. On the run here. Lets it go. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete to wrap up an eventful first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On third down, he drops to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Return starts from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. They finally chase him down, but a huge return. Very lucky. He didn't bring that all the way to the house. Just a bit more space, and he was gone. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Screen to the receiver in the flat. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage. So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Add 6 more points to the total. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And that run moves the ball to the 13-yard line. See what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. So one enormous play, and this offense is threatening almost into the red zone. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking to scramble now. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before. this defense. That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Crucial third down play right here. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. And everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points in a safety because you couldn't hold your own up front.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Tight end makes the grab. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. All the way quickly, but nobody in the area, and the official's going to call intentional grounding here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking for a man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They miss this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. play before they head to the locker room. They'll run it from the gun. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kick it off to start the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. An effective running game is why they were on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one's picked off. What a play. It's a short return. They bring it down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get one or two a year. He's not going to squander this chance.
And looking to throw now on first down. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Well, you play man-to-man coverage with your defensive backs. You put the free safety in center field. He's essentially reading the eyes of the quarterback. He does an outstanding job here of following his instincts, taking the quarterback's reads and tendencies and leading him to be able to make a play on the ball and eventually knock it.
Touchdown, Irish. And they jump on top here in the second half. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Oh, and he dropped that one. A great chance at his second interception of the game.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his third interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Quarterback will throw this out of the open field. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He hands it off from the gun. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he throws his third interception of the day. And he steps out of bounds after the great hit. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. The sure hands. It's Fowler. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
Fires it to the wideout, but it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming out. And he'll set up to throw. On the move now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Well, that's 2 straight incompletions. You hate for this offense to squander such really good field position. Let's see what they dial up here on 3rd down.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarter.
Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The quarterback takes it in himself. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they were supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense, though.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will be returned. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Comes a 1st down pass attempt. Zips it down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. With the catch, it's Fowler. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. You make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pocket breaking down.
Now, that's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. Under pressure, just lets it go. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
The shotgun handoff here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And the game now tied here in the final quarter.
And I'll tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Almost the fourth interception he's thrown today. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
You know, I would have thought they might have taken a break after this sack that they'd given up. But here they are, ready to go again at the line of scrimmage.
The pass rush closing in. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle that'll keep him short of the first down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play. Now we got fourth down.
Looks like Auburn will have the first down. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and one, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags the quick throw. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Short completion there, second down coming up. QB keeper all the way. Minimum gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. Got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Deflected, and the defense forcing the incompletion, brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Close to the tight end. Catch is made down the middle. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. First down to the 27.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Clock stops officially 2 minutes to go before the end of this game. We'll take a quick pause. The offense gets set for the 10th play on this drive. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to the one offense to see if they can maybe take the lead, but instead they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The first play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Hit just as he throws the ball. What a catch! They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid game. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Looking for a late deep shot. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Using his legs here. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Smart heads-up play by this quarterback. Hey, listen, they're trailing. He's got to make some plays, and if nothing's open downfield, use your legs, pick up as many yards as you can, get out of bounds, and get ready for that next play.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers on the field, so let's see about the call. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Touchdown, Auburn. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Boy, how about this offense coming through in the clutch? The quarterback makes the throw. Good job by that offensive line. And the receiver delivers for this touchdown. Now, you're down one and you're the head coach. You've worked all this time. This entire season comes down to this. Do you kick the extra point to tie it, or do you go for the lead?
Looking to throw here. And he's got it for the two-pointer. What a gamble. What execution. They now lead by 1 here late in the game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. He lets it rip. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He fires downfield. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Nearly intercepted there. That was almost the ball game. But it does set up 4th down.
Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Boy, as a play caller, you saved this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter, game on the line, and then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not, and that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W. Now, the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. With the clock running down, they're just one kneel down away from the victory. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W. And the quarterback just kneels down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been